Hey folks, we're back here still in the middle of this move. We've about got everything moved up here to the new facility. Just a little bit more of the archives and we'll be finished. We're nearing the open house, and Jason and I are out here today working on the front, putting down some mulch, and Clarice will be here later with some flowers. And Jason, what are we doing right here?
I just kind of cleaned up some of this old growth and everything around this tree and get some mulch down and try to make it look a little bit more presentable than what it was.
I think it's going to be nice, and the open house is coming soon, and this documentary will be finished after we have the open house and the ribbon cutting. So Jason and I are going to say goodbye for now in our overalls and farmer duds, and we'll see you next time. Hi, Clarice. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm planting in the pot. I'm planting.
And that's for the before the open house, and it's going to make the whole building look good year round.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, these won't last through the winter. So we may have to get some little fake Christmas trees to stick in these in the winter.
That'll work.
And put some lights on them.
Yeah.
And we can put lights on those bushes.
Sure. Okay, well, there's Clarice and Jason hard at it.
And be festive for Christmas.
I'll stop it for a minute. Here, I found that at the, that might be something you could use.
Yes. Hello.
I asked them if they cared.
Yes.
Just they said they didn't.
No, they don't care.
Okay.
Them on that desk too. Yeah, they can go on that desk. I just slide them sideways and push them back. You can stack them too high all the way across there. I mean, too deep, so I'm meant. You turn them sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You can stack them three
Set
wide and
that
two
phone
deep.
down on the floor, right out of the way, up there in that shelf.
Here's what we're gonna do this in here.
Okay.
We're gonna take all these out of here. And then go ahead and get those put up there.
Oh yeah.
We're going to.
Before you go, are you?
Get dressed and get another load of books.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down there with.
Books to bring?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just brought us, because we're just stacking them in the back of the truck.
Okay, so when you bring those others in, just set them right here.
You got all the books in here?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Well, that's okay.
Still bringing those books in. There comes the dehumidifier.
Which room is it going, Steve?
Over yonder, where that plug-in is, on the wall, where the curtains are. More books.
Dehumidifier. 18. Yeah. Time, bud. Yeah.
These guys have been really working hard. That's a job moving these big old books. So that makes about 80% of the archives from the courthouse moved up here. Still have a few more books, a few more shelves, and then the old archives from the old jail. And that's going to be a chore in itself. So long for now.
Well, this is someone rebounded and did an index, but this is original 1861. This is county court.
Okay, so this is Janet, Tyler, and Jason loading the archives on Tuesday, April the 26th.
Belongs, but I know aesthetically.
Getting ready for open house.
You want to put it off to like the side?
Yeah, let's do it to the side.
I need to make note of that then. So next up
This is the 4.
86. Yeah, that was on part. Then we need 93.
So it should be a 6
Yeah, that's down here.
on the bottom.
I've got 7 in my hand.
And I'll let you stick that up there.
Yeah, this is the stuff that Patsy's always telling me, oh, you gotta make sure you save those. We will, don't worry.
7.
Now,
There's Linda.
start from the bottom.
I don't have agree.
Here's 8.
Here, it's
8,
No,
99.
that's
1899.
Picture 8.
Here's 10s over here.
And a 9. Oh, I see it right
Yeah.
Always on the bottom, man.
This is the
there. And 10.
10s,
1912.
10, 11,
Don't do too much further. Here's one without a number.
1841, Jim. That's,
And that's gotta go in over here.
yeah.
Are there any more that do not have numbers on them?
Or any more from this time period.
I think what happened, they started back to the number count again.
Okay, so we'll just go
We're
up.
gonna leave them loading and we'll check on them later. And Clarice is still busy archiving. Yeah.
We're still busy stamping papers.
So we'll say goodbye for now. Clarice, I see you've got the bookshelves filled up. That looks nice.
Well, thank you, yes. This is Dr. Arant's
All his
memorabilia.
memorabilia. It looks nice the way you put it all together there. And I'm sure people coming in will like it.
Well, it's something to look at.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Clarice.
You're welcome.
Well, we're back again, continuing with our documentary, and today we're getting close to the end of it. This is Friday, April the 29th, 2022. We're coming to the close of this documentary. We're going to walk through today and see the final product of our new facility. Everything's here except about 20% of the archives, and then there'll be more archives coming from the old jail later. So that's an in-process thing going on. Other than that, you're going to see the finished product in here in just a moment. And then tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, Sunday, May the 1st, we're having our open house, and we'll be filming that as part of this documentary. And then following that, we'll be having an interview with our president, Fred Underdown, and at the conclusion of that, we'll close out our documentary, put it together, and it'll be available for you to see. So let's go inside and look at what's going on. Come with me now as we go in and take this look at the final product of all the work of all these months and all the people that were involved. The McMinn County Historical Society and Archives. We're making our way into the research room, and you'll see down that hall is the Hall of History that we've shown you several times throughout the course of this documentary. You see here that Janet and Clarice have put together this old bookcase and filled it with Dr. Arendt's memorabilia from long ago. And there's our section of books for sale that will continue to grow, and we'll have different items over the course of time. And of course right here we find historical pictures all throughout the research room. A wonderful research room, a lot of room. Here's the desk for the volunteers. Over there is a desk for volunteers and for the public to use, where they can get on Ancestry.com and do research there. You see in here there are books and all kinds of records available, family research records. We have just all kinds of records for families here that are available for people doing research on their genealogy, but also records from censuses and deeds and death records and just all kinds of things from not only McMinn County but the surrounding areas as well. And so we'll move out of this research room. And by the way, we've been having people already in the last 2 months that we've been open unannounced for the most part, from all over the United States, California, up north from New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut. Also, we've had people from Florida, from France, believe it or not, and from out west as well. So they're coming from everywhere. Now here we come into our archive room, and isn't it wonderful? This right here is where the volunteers will come to retrieve the books for those that are doing research that they need out of these books that go back 200 plus years. We also have marriage records that go back that far as well, from here in McMinn County. So there's the will books, over there are the minute books, the probate books, the magistrate books are all in here. And this area in here, if it works out, if the mayor agrees, we'll have this area as an overflow for what's coming from the old jail. Now we'll make our way out here into the Hall of History, and you've seen this in past films that I've done to put this documentary together. We'll go into the map room now. And this is also the offices for our president, Fred Underdown, and all the other officers, the secretaries and treasurers, all use these desks and these computer systems. And these are the maps that are available for research here as well. And they're all cataloged and available for the public to use. And volunteers will come in here and retrieve those. And we make our way into the records room. And you see that the record room is in good order. They're continuing to organize this record room and catalog it and index it. So a lot of work going on in here. Here's the volunteer desk where they come and do a lot of their work in the arena of organization. Now these cabinets here are also full of books as well. And I'll just open one up and let you take a look at it. See, I won't open them all, but we'll go on in here. And this is our conference room, and we've got it set up with tables. Normally we just have the chairs set up for a meeting, but we set it up with a few tables because of the open house coming in a couple of days. And we use this for small meetings. We still go to the courthouse blue room for our large meetings. And we'll see more about these refreshments that are available tomorrow. We'll take better pictures of them then. But look at this cake. Janet had this done at Food City. It's amazing. That's still in the box, but we'll see more of it tomorrow or Sunday when we take better pictures. And then we make our way back out into the Hall of History. And you see that we're still working on this. It's an ongoing project. We'll continue to put pictures of historical significance up. And there's our founders. And it will continue to grow as well as we put more of their individual pictures up. Here you find, as we've shown you before, our pinout map of the United States. We really need a world map, but who knew? So we put France over here out in the middle of the ocean. You can see when they came, we had to have somewhere for them to go. So we put them there. And you see that the pins are beginning to gather up. We're quite busy, in fact. And so here's our bulletin board. As people come in and go out, they can stop and see the news and what's transpiring. And then we make our way outside. Now, thanks to our road commissioner, Dan Evans, and his crew for fixing this parking lot. This is county property. And so they were gracious enough to come out here and fix this so that we would have some better parking, which there was really no parking at all back here. And so all of the crews have done a wonderful job. You can see this is the back of the building. We've already showed you the front of the building. And they also cleared off the driveway down through here a little bit. And you can see this side of the building as well. Thanks to Mayor John Gentry and our county commissioners for making this possible for McMinn County Historical Society and Archives to be able to move, and for the foresight of Fred Underdown, our previous president, Joe Guy, and all of the officers and the board members of previous years who worked so hard to make this happen. We'll be talking to our president, as I said, Fred Underdown, in our next filming after the open house, and I'm sure he'll have a lot of interesting things to say about this move and about the Historical Society in general. We also want to thank all the volunteers who worked so hard during these months moving all of this up here and making it possible, and to the Sheriff's Department for Chester Perrion and his crew and all the hard work that they did moving all of this Historical Society up here from the courthouse in the lower levels. And they also did all of this wonderful renovation up here along with the maintenance crew, with Scott in the county and his crews, and to Janie for the work and keeping it clean up here. We're very appreciative. Now there's so many more to be thankful for and to give thanks to, and I certainly don't want to leave anybody out, but those are the ones who really brought this to bear. And thanks so much to Joe Guy again for all of his help in bringing together the archives and making it possible to have them moved up here during these last few days before open house, because we didn't think it was going to happen. But he worked diligently with Virginia Key and Terry Bacon. They were doing the inventory of the archives down there and indexing as fast as they could. And we were actually swapping them as fast as we could get them out of there and get them up here. So you've seen the end result. We hope you're pleased with it. It's been fun doing this documentary, and there'll be just a little bit more.